RFK Jr. drops his first official HHS video and promises to address the existential threat of chronic disease here in the United States of America. And amen for that. It's something that we've desperately needed for a very long time. And I'm hopeful, very hopeful, that he will be able to not only bring his perspectives to this all-important agency, but perhaps more importantly, be able to exude and I don't know, teach these people within the industry as well as, or within the agency as well as people in the industry itself. Doctors, nurses, pharmaceutical people even. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm hopeful that he can get the mindset to change. And it has been changing. Even before him, even before President Trump, the mindset, I think, within the industry has been ever so slightly changing. We're seeing more and more doctors who are actually trying to treat the root causes of chronic diseases instead of just treating the symptoms, which we've been doing for basically the past 100 years, ever since the whole Rockefeller oil, big pharma thing. Don't even get me started. We can discuss that at another time. But with that said, this push to address the chronic illness plague is really what it is here in the United States of America. That is refreshing, and I'm very hopeful that he will be able to accomplish his goals and our goals for him. He dropped this video. Let's go ahead and play it. A little cheesy, but he gets a pass in my book because as long as he can get the job done, he can be as cheesy as he wants to be.
Hi, I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr. on my first day at work here at HHS. I want to take this moment to say a few words both to my supporters in the Make America Healthy Again movement, but also to all of the American public. I could read you a list of statistics proving that Americans suffer far higher levels of chronic disease, obesity, addiction, cancer, infertility, and depression than ever before in history and more than any other country in the world. You already know that. It's pretty obvious that something has gone terribly wrong with our health. I'm also not going to tell you the reasons for this decline. Why? Because neither I nor anyone else can be certain. But what I will tell you is that we are going to find out and we're going to do something about it. My commitment to you is that we're going to make chronic disease our top priority. In our first 100 days, we're going to examine every possible contributing factor to the epidemic of chronic disease. We will leave no stone unturned. We're going to listen to the experts and to the dissidents. We're going to listen to insiders and to the whistleblowers. We're going to listen to the doctors and we're going to listen to the moms. We will examine our food, our medicine, our water, our lifestyles, and our environment, everything that goes into Americans' bodies. I promise you that I will enter this inquiry with an open mind and a willingness to be wrong, and I ask that you join me in that. That's how we're going to build unity in this age of political division. We have to find something we care about more than being right, more than political advantage, and more than financial profit. The health of our children is a higher calling for all of us. And here's another promise. We're going to usher in a new era of transparency in all of our health agencies. There's going to be no more hidden conflicts of interest, no more secrecy, no more profiteering from the substances that we're supposed to be regulating. We're going to earn the public's trust with honest, unbiased science. After we get clear on the causes of chronic disease, we're going to take action to reverse it. I know that many of you have lost hope. I know that many of you take these chronic conditions as a normal part of life. Oh, it doesn't have to be that way. I know that because it wasn't that way when I was a kid, and it doesn't have to be that way tomorrow. All it takes is to unify our will, to get serious about solving this problem. President Trump has made it one of his top priorities, and I promise to do everything in my power to carry it through. And all I need is your help.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
The United States of America desperately needs RFK Jr. to be successful. Perhaps as much, if not more so than Doge, as much, if not more so than Tom Homan. We need RFK Jr. to truly change the paradigm. I mean, to shift our collective mindset as it pertains to healthcare here in the United States. We need to become healthier as a nation. because this, I mean, have you ever seen, if you've seen the movie Wall-E, okay, that's the direction that we're heading. We're heading towards a world where robots are meeting all of our needs, and we're sitting in flying lounge chairs, sipping on different things and getting fat and becoming incapable of survival without assistance. Where the United States is becoming the largest assisted living facility that the world has ever known. And so that desperately has to change. I am rooting for RFK Jr., praying for his success, and very hopeful that the United States of America can finally go back to what we used to be way back when his dad and his uncle were doing things. America was actually, I know this is crazy, hard to believe, but Americans were generally healthy. Whether you've been a prepper for a long time, or maybe you're just getting started, you're just looking around and thinking how crazy it is. We usually cover the basics. You get your food, you get your water, you get your ammunition. Don't forget your ammo. You get your battery chargers, solar battery chargers, or whatever. But a lot of times I think people will forget their meds. Okay, whether it's chronic meds, antibiotics, I think a lot of people don't even realize that you can stock up on that stuff. They go to the doctor, they go to the pharmacy, and the pharmacist said, oh, here's your 2 month supply or whatever. Well, you can actually stock up on a lot of these meds by going to jdrucker.com/meds. You'll talk to the good folks over at Jace Medical. They can get you a 12-month supply of certain prescription drugs. They can get you emergency meds, all sorts of good stuff, things that you may or may not need, but it's always good to have it on hand, because I guarantee you, even if you don't think you need it today, you might need it in the future. jdrucker.com/meds.